pretties, and welcome back to my channel. If you like my pretties, let me know, because it's a nickname I want to come up with for the people that watch me. You know that trend? Yeah. So if you like that, let me know in the comments below. So I'm back after a week. It's been a week since I uploaded my last video, and well, it's because my kids got sick, so they have to come first, and I got them all better and everybody's like back to normal, so I was like, it's a perfect time to film. And then I have family coming in next week for Christmas, so I figured I need to film because it'll probably be 2 more weeks at that point. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not gonna make any promises though, but I wanted to do something Christmassy. I sort of made like a mini background because I do not have a background set up at this point, and I need to get one started. But this is a start, so this is what we're going with right now. So as you can see, I did say in my Instagram stories that I had done my makeup and done the story time. I lied. Oh my gosh, I lied. I didn't get to finish filming that day. So I'm gonna do my makeup, and like I said I was gonna do in the beginning, and tell you something about a Christmas creepy sort of history, more history than anything, but we will get there. But first I gotta show you this onesie. So this is a Christmas Story onesie. Shout out to Chris Starr for wearing hers. I'm sitting on a stool. It's not me doing anything. But shout out to Chris Starr for showing hers off last Christmas. Made me want to get one. It does have bunny ears. I have like took pictures with it and everything. But I wanted to wear the Christmas hat to go with the theme of Christmas. Have my little Paris stocking. As you can tell, I love Paris. So there you go. So anyways, now that I have come and introduced and rambled and all that, let's get on to telling what I have to tell today. Okay? So we all have every Christmas, I'm sure, if you celebrate Christmas, and if you don't, it's totally fine, but if you do celebrate Christmas, we all have those family traditions that we normally do. And for most of us, or for me personally, I'll just go by what we do. We always have a family dinner, and we all gather around, you know, and everybody of course eats, and then we go about playing games. Our family loves to get together and play games. It's so fun. But we play games, and we talk for a while, you know, get back in sync with everybody, because most of the time during the year, as everybody knows, it's busy, it gets busy, and we don't always get to spend time together. So during that time, we all kind of gather around and, you know, just enjoy each other's company. But then we always wind up playing games, and it's mostly bingo. We play bingo, and what happens is my grandma, she will get like a bunch of gifts throughout the year, and then some other family members contribute to giving her little gifts. She puts them in a box, and then when we play bingo, like, everybody wins a gift. It's so fun, because mainly the gifts that we exchange at our Christmas gatherings is mainly for the kids to do, and the adults kind of, like, it's fun for us to watch our kids getting gifts and stuff like that. But when bingo comes, like, everybody wins, so it's really fun. It's really fun. But that's what I'm saying, like, traditionally people mainly like get with their families, right? Or friends, or whoever you have that you want to be with on Christmas is what you do. Some people go out, some people, I mean, it's fun time, right? Well, you would not think, but I was doing some research about Christmas. And if anybody knows me, you know that I love the Victorian time period, okay? That's like my favorite era. And I don't know why, because it seems like it was like the most brutal era ever, because people getting their head chopped off, you know. Insane. I don't like that part. But I love the Victorian era. I always have. Makes me wonder if a past life was a thing. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it's not. But if it was a thing, I feel like I was in that time period, because I just love it. I love it so much. I don't know why. But so during the Victorian time period, people would gather around like fires and, you know, huddle together. And what is the thing they wanted to do? Tell ghost stories. Now, okay, Christmas time, you think it's joyous, it's everybody's like doing these fun things, everybody's giving gifts, and you don't, like, the last thing I think about, or when I was smaller did think about, was ghosts or anything paranormal for that matter. But we all know that paranormal's in everything. Everything. So I bet there's even paranormal with Valentine's Day. I'm just saying. But so in the early 1800s, well, the late 1800s and the early 1900s, that was like a beloved tradition of so many people to gather around fires and tell ghost stories, you know. And then there was the Victorian era. They would do the weirdest thing. So you know how we send Christmas cards, and we send to family and friends, you know, pictures of our family, things we're doing. We wouldn't send what they sent, okay? And if we did, there's something wrong with you if you do that. But during the Victorian era, they would send Christmas cards that would have morbidly funny designs, like morbidly. And if I can find some pictures, I'll insert them while I'm talking. But just weird stuff you wouldn't think you would send on a Christmas card. And I thought that was interesting. And also, December 25th is considered a close link to pre-Christian solstice festivals. So like it was viewed as like midwinter was a time when the light dies and the veil becomes thin. So much like Halloween, when the veil becomes thin between living and the dead, that's what they say. So there is also a view of the pre-Christian solstice where like when the light dies, also in December, the veil becomes thin, which I found really, really interesting. So if you knew about that, or you have any more information about anything I've said so far, leave it in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts on it. Hey guys, so I just wanted to interrupt my paranormal story time to just take a second and put in remembrance is what I'm trying to say, of Buddy, traveling Buddy. I never did know him. I've just learned about him through Amy with What the Paranormal, and Tara and T, Jen, Fluffy, Austin, and just the other paranormal people, community. I started learning about Buddy through them. And Buddy, from my take, from what everybody has said, Buddy really loved Christmas time. So I made an effort to sit in front of my tree and all of the Christmassy and lights and stuff, just for Buddy. I want to send my condolences to Buddy's family. I'm so sorry for your loss. And it couldn't be at the worst time possible, but my thoughts and prayers are with you all, and of course the community and everyone that loved Buddy. And if you could, Buddy was on the road to 1,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, and so if you could just find it in your heart to go over there and just hit the subscribe, I know that would have brought him so much joy. And I know it's awful that it hits at a time when he, can't enjoy it, but just hit the subscribe and, go through his playlist and watch his Christmas videos. He really, really loved Christmas, and Christmas is supposed to be a happy time, a magical time for friends and family to gather, and I know Buddy still would want us to do that, so we should all do that for Buddy. Have the best Christmas ever for Buddy. And what I'll do is I'll put a link with his YouTube channel in my description, and just click it and go check it out. And also I think he has social media on Twitter, but you could check that out. I think it's the Traveling Buddy on Twitter, or I think it's Buddy. I'll link it down below in the description for you to check it out. But this is for Buddy and for his family, and with all my love, I send hugs and condolences to you all. So, you know that song that is a very, very traditional song. Everybody knows this song. The song that we all sing every Christmas. It comes on the radio. There will be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories from Christmases long, long ago by Andy Williams, the 1963 classic, The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. Everyone knows that song. So you notice how even that in that song he says there'll be scary ghost stories, and like, what is it? What is it with Christmas and want to tell scary? Hey, I don't object to it. Of course, my first and main thing that I like to celebrate Christmas is the birth of Christ. That's totally my view, but that's the most important thing. And but secondly, I'm gonna have to say paranormal. Yes, that's fascinating. It's fascinating. But yeah, I mean, Andy Williams plainly said it in his song. It's the most wonderful time of the year to sit around and tell ghost stories and tales of Christmas glories from a long time ago. And just knowing that was such a beloved thing for the Victorian era and on up, to just gather around, and and the first thing is to say, we want to tell you a ghost story, really, really scary. And then of course you have the story of like Krampus. Krampus is like the evil Santa Claus of Christmas. Like, what is it? He comes, and I've seen the movie where like the kid, you know, Krampus comes up in there, and like all the family members are just like dying off one by one by this lunatic Santa that's the demon. I mean, he looks demonic, and we're gonna assume that's what he is. He's a demonic Santa. So of course the devil has to be involved with that, you know. He's not gonna let that go. He's like, yeah, Santa is a time for kids to be all happy and whatnot, and they, you know, getting presents. I gotta get on that too. I need to get in on that. Yeah, let me just send my demon Santa out there. Jeez. He just can't. He just gotta be involved in everything. Jeez. But anyways. Sorry I went off on that. But like, he does. He has to be in on everything. So there's that scariness. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoy the fact that there was a time where that's what people did, which nowadays, I don't know. I mean, let me know in the comments, do you gather around with your family? Like, does anyone sit around and tell like scary ghost stories for Christmas? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. Does anybody in a tradition in your family sit around and tell ghost stories? Because I want to know. That's interesting. And I want to start that with my family. But they probably don't want to do it. So it's whatever. But I'll do it myself. But let me know in the comments if you do that. It would be really, really interesting to know. Now, let's talk about a little bit of some history to Christmas. Just a little. I hope I'm not all over the place, but I'm trying to make a point. Maybe it's coming across. I don't know. So, from a historical standpoint, December 25th, like I told you before, has a link with Christianity solstice festival, where when the light dies, like I said, it's a veil between the dead. And so with all of that, you know how we have mistletoe and holly berries and wreaths and all of like the fun things we do. All of those symbols that we do for Christmas are all paganistic symbols. And at one point, Puritan leaders was going to abolish Christmas because it didn't have any basis on a biblical standpoint. There was no reason to celebrate it, and hey, they were going to cancel Christmas. If they would have done that, we wouldn't be having no fun, man. We wouldn't be getting with our family and, you know, exchanging gifts. Gosh, Puritans trying to ruin it for everybody. Excuse me. That's just wrong. But anyways, they just thought that it was no point in celebrating Christmas. That's fine, whatever. But it is a reason to celebrate Christmas. No matter what your viewpoint is, if it's Jesus being born, or if you just like celebrating it, there's a reason to celebrate Christmas. It's fun. It's a fun time of the year, especially for the kids. Come on. Santa is magical, and it's fun to see our kids, their eyes light up when they get Christmas gifts. So that's my most favorite time. But anyways, we're all glad that the Puritans did not get to follow through and did not get to cancel our Christmas. Thank you very much. But I'm gonna say this. That's my stole, by the way. Again, that's my stole. Christmas was purified later. After the Puritan leaders tried to abolish Christmas Day because it had no biblical standpoint, as they say. Guess who come in later? And we must thank these people. We must thank them. The Irish and the Scottish, they come in with the Halloween holiday, and then it was brought here, and of course, guess what? Halloween come into the picture, and therefore it was a scary holiday, right? It's a scary holiday. Well, guess what? It purified Christmas, so Christmas was able to stay around. Like, everyone kind of took their eyes off of Christmas being scary and mainly putting the scary into the Halloween. So thank you, Irish and Scottish people out there, your ancestors, for bringing Halloween to life, and leaving our Christmas alone, because we want to keep our Christmas. It's very important for Jesus, mainly for Jesus, for me. I don't know about you, but come on, like, you know. So thankful for you, thankful. So with that being said, we've done thank the Scottish and we've done thank the Irish immigrants of the past for bringing Halloween. Okay. So now we can celebrate our scary on that day. Now, if you know how, I'm coming back to now, the present time, like, we all get together with our family and we huddle around, we get our cookies and we get snacks and we want to watch Christmas movies, right? Well, or if you're cool, you sit around and talk about scary ghost stories. That's fun. But if you don't do that and you just watch movies with your loved ones and stuff, then you might have heard there's a few movies that are really interesting, by the way, that talk about the scary side of Christmas, if you will. A Christmas Carol, that movie, yeah, that movie right there. It brought to life the hauntingness of how Christmas can be, and what happened to little Ebenezer. Yeah, that's his name. What happened to him? He had four ghosts come visit his tail. Okay, 4. This guy, though, I can't imagine. I mean, I know he was like a hateful little man, but to go to bed and then wake up and then be like, there's 4 ghosts. Well, that would not fly with me. I don't know how I would respond to that situation either. He responded to it, I guess it depends on what movie you watch of the Christmas Carol. But anyways, it scared the bejeebies out of him, to say the least. Okay, Christmas past and present and future coming up in there and being like, you know, hey, person, you're being naughty. Sorry, it is getting really hot. You're being naughty, Mr. Ebenezer. And so the ghost, of course it wasn't like a scary ghost movie about Christmas, but I mean, it was interesting. They were just there to help Ebenezer, by the way. I mean, they wasn't there to just, I don't know, do harm to the man. They were trying to help him. So, not really scary, but I don't know. Some would say that was probably, I mean, it's creepy. It is creepy. You know, I would not want to be woke from my sleep from no ghost that's trying to tell me what to do. But in this case, Ebenezer Scrooge needed some attention. He needed some love. Yeah, we got hair coming down. You guys, I'm a mess. I have to scoot this hat back so I can get to my forehead. Okay. So anyways, so yeah, I'm sure everybody in America has seen this movie, and it's a good movie. I like it. It's got a lesson learned, you know, in it. But there's a couple of other movies that I found but have not seen yet. So if you have seen these movies, let me know. One of them, okay. So, hang on 1 second. Let me get this patted into my face. Okay, I'm back. So I've patted my face. Patted. So actually, I said 2 other movies. I'm not sure about if they're movies or not. My mistake. They might not even be movies. So don't take my word for that. I think they're movies. I know one of them might be a movie. Well, no, it's not a movie. Because considering the time, oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, so Henry James in 1898, there was not a movie. How would there have been a movie in that time? I need help. No. Okay, that was stories. We'll put it that way. There was stories. So Henry James in 1898 wrote the story Turn of the Screw, or whatever that is. So if you know what that is, let me know in the comments. If you like, oh, I know what that is, well, let me know, because I have no idea what that is. And I like Edgar Allan Poe. I like him. But he has one story that's supposed to be like for Christmas, where it's called The Raven, I think. That's what I read. So if you know what that is, let me know down below. I would love to know what you guys, if you've heard of that. So anyway, with that being said, I really don't have much more to talk about, other than the fact that people celebrate ghosts for Christmas as well, so they're not left out. So we all got, you know, even the ghosts get attention on Christmas, and I'm sure that's a Christmas good time for them. And so at this point, I'm probably just going to be talking out my butt. Oh, you know what? You know what would be really good for you to talk about in the comments for me, because I can't talk to you in person. So comments is like the way you can talk to me, because I read them. I read the comments. Because I have just so many people following me. I can keep up with you all. I'm just picking. I'm very grateful for the people that are subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you a lot. You have no idea. You're giving me, this crazy person, a chance, and I appreciate it. And you watch me do my makeup, which, do we know if I'm doing it right half the time? No. I know by a beauty guru standpoint that, you know, I'm probably making all kinds of errors that they would scream at me about. And they would be like, you are just doing that wrong, girlfriend. And it's okay. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm gonna do it my way. You do it your way, okay? There's no right or wrong way to do this. But anyways, like I was saying, I appreciate people that subscribe to my channel and giving me a chance to, you know, express myself, my thoughts, my stories, you know, things I want to do. It means the world. It does. I'm just one little girl trying to make it in this big YouTube world. Which, will I make it? We don't know. And it's okay, because if I don't, I'm doing it for fun, and it's fun to talk. It's fun to talk to you guys, and it's fun just to see what you say after my videos, because it's interesting. And you know, to have a lot of support has been great, because I have the biggest support system. My goodness, like, I never would have thought I would have had so much support, and I'm not talking about from family, but no hit on anyone. I'm just saying, family is the last to support you on things. So, and it's all good in the neighborhood, because not everybody likes ghosts, and that's fine. Partly why for Christmas my family don't talk about ghosts. I think I have a few family members that, you know, they're not dissing the paranormal. They're not saying nothing about it. But they're not, you know, they're not exactly, you know, being quick to talk about it like I am. I am the weirdo of the bunch. So, it's fine. It's fine. They love me anyway, hopefully. But, yeah, at this point I'm just rambling. I really don't know. I'm just wanting to spend some time with you guys before Christmas comes, and I hope everyone has a good Christmas, of course, because it's the most wonderful time of the year. It is. It's fun times. I can't wait to wake up Christmas morning and see my kids get all their little gifts and be all happy that Santa came. That's the most fun time, of course, is just seeing them light up when Santa comes. They are very anxious for that, by the way. But we'll just see. We will see. I hope it turns out to be really good for them. I know this holiday, for some reason, it's been really hard. Or it's been harder this year, because we've lost a lot of people along the way, and it's sad. It's really sad how many people's been lost for COVID, and that's why I gave a special tribute to Buddy in my video, as you've already seen, because he was important to this community, and I see that, the YouTube community. And even in his videos, you know, really sweet. So if you haven't checked out Buddy, check him out. I'm gonna say that again. But yeah, just in the spirit of Christmas, let's give Buddy something, okay? Because he loved Christmas, so we need to do something for Buddy. Okay, I went ahead and finished doing my makeup off camera, because I felt like I had said majority of what I wanted to say, but I felt like I haven't really told a ghost or a Christmas ghost story. And so I thought I'll go ahead and finish my makeup, and what I'll do is I'll come back, and I gotta sport the bunny ears for Ralphie, that awful okay, anyways, if you've seen that movie, you know. But I pulled up a ghost story that I'm going to read to you. So at least you leave here with something. If you've stuck around with me this far, you're the deal. You're an OG. So this one, this story is called The Old Nurse's Story by Elizabeth Gaskell, 1852. a classic Gothic Victorian ghost story, replete with ancestral secrets, organ music, and a seriously haunted house. That's the setting for you guys, okay? I turned towards the long, narrow windows, and there, sure enough, I saw a little girl, less than my Miss Rosamond, dressed all unfit to be out of doors, such a bitter night, crying and beating against the window's panes as if she wanted to be let in. So here's this little girl. She sees this little girl. She's beating on the window. She's wanting to come in. It's freaking cold. She's trying to get in. And so she said she seemed to sob and wail till Miss Rosamond could bear it no longer. So Miss Rosamond must be the nurse. So we'll take that. Now, where was I at? Okay, she could bear it no longer and was flying to the door to open it when all of a sudden, and close up upon us, the great organ pealed out so loud and thundering, it fairly made me tremble, and all the more when I remembered me that even in the stillness of that dead cold winter, I had heard no sound of little battering hands upon the window glass, although the phantom child had seemed to put forth all its force. So she was really hitting that window with everything she had. And although I had seen it wail and cry, no faintest touch of sound had fallen upon my ears. Whether I remembered at all this at the very moment, I do not know. The great organ sound had so stunned me into terror. But this I know, I caught Miss Rosamond before she got the hall door open, and clutched her and carried her away, kicking and screaming, into the large, bright kitchen where Dorothy and Agnes were busy with their mince pies. So I'm assuming that this is a little bit of a clip, like part of this story, the old nurse's tale. So this is like a snippet of it that I just read. So that leaves you hanging just a little bit. So if you want to know the full story of the old nurse's story by Elizabeth Gaskell, I'll put it in the description box. Go check it out. I may have to check this out because this seems really interesting. I don't like to be left hanging and not know what's happening. So with that being said, I guess this is the end of my video, and I hope you guys have a really good Christmas. I hope you spend time with your family and eat lots of good Christmas food, and if you have kids, you celebrate Santa and have fun with your kids. And until the next time I see you, be safe. Be safe. God bless. My battery's dying. Bye.